Hey, what's up guys, WiseGuyVito here, and today I want to talk to you about the new Halo 3 ODST Warbond that came out to Helldivers 2. I was very excited about this Warbond, and we're going to talk about the weapon stats and my overall thoughts and what I think needs to definitely change about this Warbond, because I do think that this is not a particularly good one, but there are some silver linings within this Warbond, and we'll definitely get to those in this video. As always, like, share, and subscribe. Let's get straight into the video. So let's go over the weapon stats real quick and what I think they should definitely change to these weapons, because the weapons are a big part, and of course the armor passive as well. I think they did drop the ball here on this Warbond. I don't think it's as bad as the Killzone one. It's definitely better, but it's not by much. And we'll kind of discuss that right now. So the assault rifle, classic assault rifle. It's got 80 damage. It's got okay durable damage by 16. It's medium armor pen. It's got a decent reload to it. It's actually pretty quick. It's got 32 rounds in the magazine, and the overall feel of the gun and first person, it feels really good. The ergonomics of this gun just feel really nice to use. The spread of it doesn't feel too bad either. Just an overall, just like a good feeling, like as far as like, you went from target to target to target. Feels pretty good, but that's where it kind of stops at. I do think that the weapon damage needs to be raised. I don't think that the weapon damage is high enough for this gun, especially since there's no customization options for this gun. So you can't get a bigger magazine for it, and I think that's a problem, especially since Arrowhead has said that hey, like, we're not going to make any customization options for weapons that come from a collaboration, comes from different IPs. Because they want to keep them, too low accurate, which is fine, but you also need to kind of like make up for lost weapon progression, because these guns you can't there's no weapon progression for any of these guns, so you have to do something to them to make them interesting and cool. Right now, the assault rifle is just a downgrade of an adjudicator, just plain and simple. The adjudicator is better than this gun. Why would I use this gun over the adjudicator at higher difficulty? Yeah, sure. Oh, cool, it's a Halo gun, but why not just make a adjudicator skin, or make this into a skin and just put it on the adjudicator, right? Because I would just rather use the adjudicator over this at higher level difficulties, right? I found myself running out of ammo a lot with this gun, especially on tournament missions. It's like okay on like automaton missions. I still think that the overall damage of this gun doesn't feel too great. On Illuminate, it doesn't feel too great either. It just needs a damage buff, in my opinion. It needs either one or two things. It either needs a damage buff to maybe like 10D levels, or like the tenderized levels, maybe like a little bit higher, maybe, because again, there's no weapon progression here. You can't make the gun better by giving it like a bigger magazine, or making it more, feel more buttery smooth or anything like that. So it either needs more damage, or it needs to be, keep the damage the same, but make the magazine capacity from 32 to like 62 or 64, like it was in Combat Evolved. You guys let me know what you think about the assault rifle down below. I greatly want to hear it. Submachine gun does 70 damage, 7 durable damage. We're talking about like a submachine gun here, right? Has a pretty decent rounds per minute. It's pretty good. The gun feels pretty good to use, as 90 ergonomics, and you could definitely feel that. Again, like the ergonomics of these guns actually feel pretty spot on. They feel pretty good. It has 48 magazine capacity, which is not terrible. It's actually pretty good for a submachine gun. It's got 8 mags in total, and it's got a pretty good reload speed. It's got 3-second reload speed if you're completely empty, or like a little over 2 seconds for tactical reload, which means if you have some bullets in your magazine, you just you reload and it's a little bit faster. Nice thing about this gun, well, I thought it was gonna be a nice thing about this gun, was the silencer. This gun might as well not have a silencer to it. Okay. Apparently, some machine guns have like the lowest sound profiles in the entire game. That goes for all the submachine guns, right? The silencer doesn't add enough of a sound profile, or like it doesn't lessen enough of a sound profile
for you to really warrant using this gun compared to other submachine guns, if that makes any sense at all. Basically, the silencer gives you a marginal benefit whenever because it's silenced. I want this gun to be solid snake quiet. I want to be up the enemy's ass whenever I use this gun because I'm that close to killing everyone in a particular area. I find this gun to be better on Terminids and Illuminate. On bots, it's kind of okay, just because you're going for like the small bots because you want to kill them really quickly because those are the only ones that can call reinforcements in. But the problem is that if you kill one of them, the other ones around them, because they're all looking in different directions, if they hear or see that person die, they will go ahead and send reinforcements in already. And they know exactly where you're at. So it doesn't matter where you're at. If you take a shot at like one of the skinny bots, and if you kill one, they'll automatically call reinforcements and they'll go right to where you're at. That's just how the game works right now. And I really think that's a bad thing. I think that means that stealth will probably never be a thing in this game. And I don't know what to do to stealth, right? Other than that, though, I think that the submachine gun, like the silent submachine gun, definitely needs its silencer to be worth something. I don't know. I don't know what the suggestion would be here, but the quality of life that I would make to this one is the silencer needs to work, and that goes for the pistol too. Pistol is the exact same thing. The silencer needs to work, and right now it doesn't. Maybe if you make this armor pin 3, you can make up, basically medium armor pin. If you make this medium armor pin, it would probably make up for it being not that great. Again, silencers need to work. Right now, it doesn't feel like they're working, or if they are working, it's super, super marginal to where you just can't really notice it. So that's my change suggestion for the submachine gun. Shotgun actually feels pretty good. It does 605 damage, so basically 200 more damage than the Punisher. It does 165 durable damage, and you can definitely feel that. You can 2-tap commanders in the head with this. It has armor pin 2. We'll get that here in a minute because I don't think that really makes sense for this gun. And you have 6 in the tube. You have 44 spare shells. If you're going to do a full reload on this thing, it's a little over 4 seconds. And if you do a single shell reload, it's 1.65 seconds. So this gun, okay, so the shotgun, I think should be doing medium armor pin because you are loading 8-gauge shotgun shells in this bad boy. It should be pushing out medium armor pin, okay? This gun should be good on all factions, not just Illuminate and Terminids. I should be able to just bum rush like automatons with this thing, especially if I'm pushing out 8-gauge shells. We're talking about big boy pellets here, okay? Like, this thing should be armor pin 3, or medium armor pin. It should definitely be medium armor pin, not light armor pin. But even if they don't change that, it's still a pretty good shotgun. This is the best gun in the Warbond as of now. But it does feel pretty good to use. And as for the pistol, it does 100 damage, 25 durable damage, armor pin 2. We'll get to that here in a minute. It's pretty quick. RPM to it. Basically, it's just depending on like how fast your finger goes, really. It's got really good ergonomics, 100 ergonomics, so it feels like really snappy. 12 magazine capacity, nine total magazines, and then 1.5 reload if you're completely empty, which is actually pretty fast for this gun. And then basically like a little over a second for a tactical reload, which is also pretty fast. Pistol needs to be armor pin 3. And the silencer needs to work. Again, silencer needs to work. That being my quality of life. Make the silencer noticeable. And also make an armor pin 3. If it was armor pin 3, it would actually be a very good pistol at that point. As for the armor passive, I'm not gonna lie, this armor passive is really bad. You make less noise while moving. I think it's like a 50% decrease in noise that you make whenever you move. I don't tell a difference at all. I've been running this the entire time. I actually tried to be sneaky while using this. I didn't see really any noticeable difference at all whenever I was trying to stealth dive with this, even with
the silenced pistol and the silenced SMG. I didn't notice any difference at all. That's bad. The 30% increase of trying to find points of interest. I'm gonna tell you something right now. This is by far the worst armor passive perk in the entire game. You go from 10 meters of finding a points of interest to 13. Who cares? Make it 50. Make it 100. Make it something that's actually noticeable than 3 meters. 3 steps or 2 steps. Oh, wow. I can now notice a point. This is a big waste of a perk. Give me more stamina so I can run faster or like run farther. I mean, hell, like give me more sprint speed. You could have done literally any reload speed. Give me anything else than this. This is by far one of the worst perks in the entire game. It just goes up by 3 meters. That's it. You won't notice it. If they're going to buff this, 50 meters. You get a 50 meter increase. Hell, if you could ping on the map, right? Then whatever in that ping, 13 meters or something like that, then you'll be able to see stuff. Don't like stop. Like just do something to this perk, Airhead, please. This is garbage. And of course, like immunity to leg injuries, that's fine. I think that's perfectly fine for it being like a defensive perk, I guess. Because there are times where you'll get hit, you'll be out of stems, and then if you get a leg injury, then you're out of crawl, and then you're more likely going to die. With this, at the very least, you can get away. Or you have more of a chance of getting away if you run out of stems. So in that regard, this is actually a fairly good perk, like overall. But if we look at the entirety of the armor passive, this is a big waste of time. Like, at this point, you're just wearing the armor because it just looks good. Which, trust me, don't get me wrong, the armor set does look really, really good. It's got fairly good drip to it. But the armor perks to this Warbond is absolutely garbage. This armor passive is so bad. Like at this point, I would be stressing that they do transmog at this point, so I can actually put some good perks on this armor set. So what do I think about the overall Warbond, I guess, Halo 3 or Warbond collaboration? Legendary. It's super, super important because it's legendary, even though over half the weapons are garbage. And the armor passive sucks. Major wiener. Pretty simple. If you like Halo, you'll like the Warbond. If you don't like Halo, or if you don't care about Halo, you'll find this to be a very underwhelming, terrible Warbond. Because the only good thing about this Warbond is the shotgun, and even then, I do think there could be some improvements made to the shotgun. You can even make the shotgun into a support weapon. I love that idea. Make the shotgun like super, super beefy and buffed and make it a support weapon. And I think that'd be kind of cool. But instead, there's no support weapons to this. Most of the weapons are really, really bad. Or the thing that they are like trying to go for, like the niche of being silent, being sneaky, is just not there. That I don't think it's worth the $15. If you're going to pay for this, don't pay for this. Like, just wait until next week, or just wait until like a Warbond that you like, and just get that one if you're going to pay for it, right? If you're going to use your time to grind this, because again, time is money, right? The greatest, for me, I would rather pay $15 and I have to grind for like 4 or 5 hours. But a lot of people, they want to pay, they want to grind 4 or 5 hours for super credits. But hey, listen, if you are wanting to grind for 4 or 5 hours, don't waste your time on this Warbond. Just don't. Don't give them the satisfaction of pushing out these mediocre shit Warbonds when they should be way better, especially if it's coming from Halo, a beloved IP. It's coming from Halo, and most of these weapons and the armor passive just suck. It's atrociously bad. Everything else, cosmetically wise, is fine, but like I don't think that this is just like it's not worth it. There are tons of better Warbonds out there. If you're a veteran of the game, if you already have all the Warbonds, fine, go for it. And if you're a lover of Halo, then you'll love this Warbond because it is kind of cool to use these weapons. But on super held out difficulty or any type of hard mode content whatsoever, these weapons are underwhelming as all get out. And that makes me sad because I was really hoping to use these guns at high level difficulty, but I can't.
because I'm not going to subject myself to all that bad pulling my hair out trying to complete stuff at the hardest difficulty, because I like playing at the hardest difficulty, and I want to make sure that I do it at my best. And the only gun that I can be using right now out of all of this is the shotgun. The shotgun feels pretty good right now, but everything else feels bad. So you guys let me know what you think down in the comment section below about this Warbond. Do you think it's really, really good? Do you think it's really, really bad? Do you kind of like are in the middle? You guys let me know what you think down in the comment section below. I will read your comments on this one because I am actually very interested to see if I'm on copium or if other people are on copium. Because right now, I feel like that there are some people right now glazing the absolute hell out of this Warbond, saying that it's really, really good. Don't listen to the haters. But I'm sorry, I want value out of my Warbonds, and this is not value in my opinion. You guys let me know what you think down in the comment section below. I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.